So imagine you have just won the biggest award of your life. Everything that you have done throughout your life, all the work that you have put in, all the hard, painstakingly awful hours that you've put into whatever it is you're doing, all culminates into this one moment, and you finally win the big stuff. You finally conquer that mountain and get to the top, and then everything just gets stripped away from you like just a blink of an eye. Thanos snapped away from you. And that is what happened to this guy named Yan Chenlong. I apologize if I mispronounced that, but this guy, basically, he is a Chinese chess champion who won the Chinese chess tournament recently, and things went horribly south. You could say things went down the shitter when he pooped. He took a shit in a hotel bathtub to celebrate his title. And after the association, the CXA, the Chinese, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this word because I have no idea how to even say that, but this Chinese Association for Chinese Chess got word of his extremely bad behavior of just defecating all over this hotel bathtub, that they stripped his title of king. Now this actually translates to Chinese chess king, something like that. Out of all chess players in China, he's number one. He's up there, he's at the top, standing alone like a flag waving in the air, and he got it stripped away for shitting in a hotel bathtub. And that was on Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Oh boy, you got your title stripped away from just the worst mistake. Like, you couldn't hold it any longer. You're already in the bathroom. Just get up out of the tub and walk over to the toilet. It's like 2 feet away. I mean, I've done that before, and it's not that big of a deal. You may be a little wet and cold, but it's better than just taking a dump and then just wallowing in it in the bathtub, because obviously you're still sitting there in it. So that in and of itself is just really gross to me. How he just took a shit, and I assume he didn't just shit and get up and leave. He continued wallowing in his win in his shit covered bathtub, and then just just left it there. He didn't even clean it up. I could understand if you have some tummy aches and you can't help it, it just happened, but you should make an effort to clean it up. Don't make Andy over here come in with his little mop and cleaning stuff from the hotel and have him just come and clean it up. You may be chess champion, but you're still a normal person like everyone else. He hasn't denied about what happened, but he did write in a civil complaint that he drank a moderate amount of beer, which I think if you're shitting in a bathtub and leaving it, you wouldn't just have a moderate amount of beer to celebrate your win, but I digress. Because it's just so crazy. This was the apogee of his career. He was standing high. No one else could touch him except for a bad tummy ache, and that was enough to take down the reigning champ of Chinese chess. I guess he had some food that caused stomach problems and couldn't make it to the toilet in time, but then again, I would clean it up. Just out of it's just a nicety to do that, you don't want to leave it for someone else. That's gross. He demanded that the association apologize to him, restore his reputation in the media, which I don't know if they really have control over that now, and pay him 100,000 yuan. I don't know if I said that right, but 14,000 US dollars in damages. I don't know why they would pay him in damages when it was him who shit in the bathtub. It's literally his fucking fault. He shouldn't get any compensation for that. I think they were completely right. That is extremely bad character on his part. Even if he pooped in the bathtub, just clean it up. Okay, you made a mistake, you couldn't get to the bathroom, just clean it up. No one would have to know, but he thought he was all high and mighty on his throne of chess and shit that he would just let someone else clean it up because they're lower than him or something like that. He claims that the decision to strip him of his title resulted in mental distress. I think anyone would have mental distress from that, especially if you work so hard to accomplish something and then it gets stripped away from you right away. Of course you're gonna have mental distress. Like, no sane person would not have mental distress after that. So I feel like he is trying to cope with the fact that he did such a weirdly awful thing. He cannot wrap his mind around everything that was just taken from him, and he's desperately trying to claw his way back, like he's clawing his way up to the top of Mount Everest after like breaking his legs. So I guess it said the investigation had found that Yan damaged hotel property. We know that, violated public order and good behavior. Yeah, I mean, that's a little kid thing to do, so he obviously knows better, and negatively impacted the tournament. So I'm not sure if I entirely agree about the negatively impacted the tournament. I feel like the tournament's fine. It's just like the champ is no longer the champ because the champ is kind of a shit person, and no pun intended, but I guess I should say I don't think he's necessarily a shit person. He just did a shit thing, literally, and he has to take responsibility for his actions, because that was entirely his fault, and I don't think he has really done that yet. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me that he doesn't just own up to what he did and say like, yeah, I'm sorry, that was entirely my bad, I shouldn't have done that, let's just move on. But he decided to try and begin a lawsuit to reclaim his title. They stripped him of his title, revoked his prize money, and banned him from playing for a year. At least he didn't cheat is the only thing I have to say. But, you know, some may say that cheating would be better than going out like this. Let me know what you guys think about this. Is kind of interesting situation here, if you think he deserved to have everything stripped from him, and if he is deserving of beginning this lawsuit or not. Otherwise, he's just shit out of luck, I guess. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.